So I did watch the guy, and I was found out it was like, oh, he's a voice actor, and he somehow gave tips in a way, advice on how to be a good one. And I'm like, okay, I think I have some of that stuff still stuck in my head and the little parts. I'm trying not to forget that, maybe, since they are in the business. These people are in the industry, and if they give advice that you can take from them, that is so damn valid. And I think what also kind of, especially with MLP, stuck with me always is that voice actors sometimes sing as well, and I love to sing, even though that could use some improvement as well here and there. I was like, how cool is that? To just play out your emotions, to have fun with it, to really get into it. Nobody can really see you other than, the people sitting outside of the recording booth, but you're just there doing your lines, just having your imagination being this character, and maybe even singing some of that. And that was just, it's so magical to me. It would be so magical to have this, even though it's a lot of work, and I don't know if voice actor is really right now this big job that people are striving for, because it's usually nowadays maybe actors, more known, being hired to do the voices, because this it's a fine line, because actors can definitely do some voice acting. They just do what they normally do, but they're not on screen. They just stand there and talk the lines that they usually would talk while moving or being on a set. I don't. It's not too far off, but something just does not feel too right for me with being an actor. That just. It sounds nice, it would not be too bad, but voice actor or even director, I believe Alex Hirsch is the director of Gravity Falls. I don't believe that I know that, but he is amazing. He does a lot of voices for his own characters, I think, as he once demonstrated. And that's so great, because you have your own show. You get to be creative with that show. You get to show people what your fantasies are. And they get to see your little world. And I actually, with my very, very, very best friend, already have built our worlds in a way with our OCs and everything. And I will probably, which will take me long, but I want to really do a comic out of that I will post somewhere, DeviantArt, Webtoon, maybe Instagram. I have no idea. But and maybe what I would love to do. Okay, that it's very far fetched for me to say that I would. Well, that I could maybe one day see that being animated, because I'd probably be alone with that, and I don't want to do that to myself. But that would be a dream come true. Like, me getting to voice some of my own OCs, maybe having amazing people to work with, getting this project done, bringing own characters to life, writing them, just seeing how maybe a fan base grows, giving something to people to learn from, to have happiness to last a little bit, to have this little legacy that even if you leave, you are still there in a way, because that's what you left behind. And that would be incredible. But that's probably not going to happen. So, still, what I plan on maybe doing one day is have to voice act out the comic with the right people. So, it's not animated, but it would still be something. And that would be so much more than enough. Already doing that comic will take so much time, but in the end, if I look at it, it's going to be amazing, and it always has something with imagination and story to do. I like to draw. I like it. I will probably do some commissions. I already did one, but not for real money, it was for amino coins. Because I never did one before, and I can't say really no. I feel bad for that. But, you know, I want art to be not what I make my living of, but something, to be the side of while I do voice acting and more creative work to, well, create something. And art is an amazing tool to get me to that. I get to improve for myself. I get to be the person who's like, that is wrong, that's not what it's supposed to be. I don't have to hire anyone for that. Of course, if I ever have to, get some people to voice act, because that would be cool to have. But that's just, it's like this magical fantasy world that people could escape to for just a little bit, and we have a lot of acceptance in that story in a way. Like, it's just amazing what something I did not even know of existed is now like my life dream, because I don't want to do anything else. Taking small steps, building myself up, gaining experience, working with good people, becoming friends with amazing people, and then just having other people maybe even cosplay or so the character that I would be. That's a cherry on the top, probably, I don't know. Or being in like panels or so and getting to do shit with, oh, I'm not supposed to say that properly, whoopsies. I like to swear, I'm so sorry. That was not appropriate. Getting to do random stuff with your character's voice, just, something that would never happen in the canon world or so, but you're still a character, like, go for it. Like, people will laugh at it, people will be happy, and you get to have the thrill of that. And that's just would be a dream come true. Yeah, I'm definitely working my way up to there, and thank you very much for the opportunity to have me talk a little in the podcast. I hope this wasn't too long. And yes, for everybody who's listening, I hope you have still a great day, and thank you also very much for listening. This was me,